Good morning, Year Twos. Today is Monday, the 22nd of February. I cannot believe that we're nearly at the end of February already. And I should say, welcome back, because of course you've just had your half-term holiday. And I hope you had a wonderful time and were able to take some time away from your home learning and enjoy relaxing time with your family. So today I'm going to be taking you through your maths learning, and this week we are looking at 2D shapes. So I'm going to share my screen with you so that we can go through some activities together. Okay. So our learning intention for today is I can identify and describe the properties of 2D shapes. So our warm up for this morning is to see what you remember about 2D shapes from your learning in year one. So what I would like you to do is, using the shape sheet that was sent home with the home learning pack, or just looking at the shapes on the screen, I want you to see if you can remember the names of these 2D shapes, and then have a go at describing them. Think about what words you might use to describe them. So pop me on pause and see if you can do that, and then come back to me. Welcome back. Okay, so let's see how you got on. I'm going to point to a shape. I want you to name it for me. So call it out to the screen. Okay, what is this shape called? Well done if you said circle. Fantastic. Okay, how about this one? Call it out. Yes, you're right if you said it's a triangle. How about this shape? Hopefully you all said a square. How about this shape? Well done if you said a rectangle. Oh, how about this shape? Does anyone remember what this shape is called? You're right, it's a pentagon. What about this shape? Well done if you said hexagon. And our last one, how about this shape? Congratulations if you said octagon. Fantastic. Okay, so how did you describe those shapes? What words did you use, I wonder? Well, you may remember in year one that when describing a 2D shape, we use the words sides and vertices. But what are these? Let's have a look. So I've got my picture of a square here, and I've got my two labels. So this one says side, and this one says vertex. So a square has 4 sides and 4 vertices. So let's count the sides. 1 side, 2 sides, 3 sides, 4 sides. Also has 4 vertices, and you'll see that here it says vertex. If a shape has 1 vertice, it's called a vertex. More than one is called a vertice. So a vertice or a vertex is a point where 2 or more lines meet. So we've got one side here and another side here meeting at the vertex. You might have called this in the past a corner, but the proper mathematical language for it is a vertex or a vertice. Okay, so now we know the language, side and vertice. Let's go back to our shapes on the previous page and see if we can describe them. Right, we won't do them all, but let's have a look at a couple. Okay, so we've just done the square. Let's have a look at our triangle. How many sides does a triangle have? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3. So a triangle has 3 sides. How many vertices does it have? Remember, vertices are the corners. We've got 1, 2, 3. So a triangle has 3 sides and 3 vertices. Let's choose another one. Have a look at our pentagon. Okay, let's count the sides first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides. Let's count the vertices. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 vertices. So a pentagon has 5 sides and 5 vertices. How many sides and vertices do you think an octagon has got? There's a clue in the name. The word octo means 8. Have a think what other words you might have which start with octo. Yes, octopus. An octopus has 8 legs. It's a really good way of remembering it. So let's have a look and see then, does an octagon have 8 sides? Let's check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's got 8 sides. I wonder, do you think it might have 8 vertices? Call out to the screen. Let's check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It does. So an octagon has 8 sides and 8 vertices. So can you see those words are really important when describing a 2D shape? Let's carry on. So I've got some more shapes that you might know. So let's just say them out loud. Let's name them. So copy me. Square, rectangle, oval, circle, semicircle, triangle, rhombus, parallelogram, trapezium, pentagon, hexagon, heptagon, octagon, decagon, dodecagon. That was a tricky one to say, wasn't it? Dodecagon. So I wonder if you could challenge yourself to work out how many sides and how many vertices a decagon has got. Have a look at the screen and see if you can count them for me. I'll give you a clue. The word decade has the word dec in it. I wonder what that might mean. Let's count them together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It has 10 sides and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 vertices. And the word decade, in a decade, there are 10 years. So there's a bit of a clue in the name there, wasn't there? Well done, fantastic. So lots of different 2D shapes that we can name and describe. Now I've got a question for you. On my page here, I have got some shapes and I was wondering if you could tell me, are all these shapes triangles? Pop me on pause and have a little chat with someone in your house about this question. Welcome back. Are they all triangles? What defines a triangle? Well, let's have a think. Let's go back to our shape mat. Here's a triangle. How many sides does a triangle have? 1, 2, 3. How many vertices does a triangle have? 1, 2, 3. So we can describe a triangle by having 3 sides and 3 vertices. Okay, let's go back then. Let's have a look at these shapes then. Have they got 3 sides and 3 vertices? Let's check this one. 1, 2, 3 sides. 1, 2, 3 vertices. Tick. Let's have a look at this one. 1, 2, 3 sides. 1, 2, 3 vertices. Tick. 1, 2, 3 vertices. 1, 2, 3 very long sides. Well done. Tick. Check again. 1, 2, 3 vertices. 1, 2, 3 sides. Tick. So all these shapes are triangles because they have 3 sides and 3 vertices. They might look slightly different, but they are all triangles. And actually, in year 3, you will learn there are many different types of triangles and they all have different names. Maybe you could find out a little bit more about those. Okay, let's carry on. Right, I want you to have a look at this problem with me. It's an odd one out question. It says, which shape is the odd one out? And I want you to explain your reasoning. So pop me on pause and have a look at this problem and try and explain why you think one of them is odd. I'll see you in a minute. Right, welcome back. Okay, so let's have a look closely at these shapes. I've got a shape here, a shape here, a shape here, and a shape here. Are they all the same? I'm going to look at them more closely. How many sides do they have? 1 side, 2 sides, 3 sides, and 1, 2, 3 vertices. Let's do this one as well. 1 side, 2 sides, 3 sides, and 1, 2, 3 vertices. 1 side, 2 sides, 3 sides, and 1, 2, 3 vertices. Let's have a look at this one. 1 side, 2 sides, 3 sides, 4 sides, and 1, 2, 3, 4 vertices. Okay, so well done if you said that this shape is the odd one out. It is the odd one out because the others had 3 sides and 3 vertices. They were all triangles. This one has 4 sides and 4 vertices. We call this shape a quadrilateral. A quadrilateral has 4 straight sides and 4 vertices. Say the word with me because it's quite tricky. Quadrilateral. And again, quadrilateral. Well done, you've learned something new. That's great. Okay, let's carry on. Now, I've got 2 shapes on my screen. I would like you to tell me what they are. So shout out to the screen. What is this shape here? Well done if you said it is a rectangle. It is a rectangle. What is this shape here? Well done if you said a square. So we've got a rectangle and we've got a square. I'd like you to pop me on pause and describe each shape to someone in your house, thinking about using those words sides and vertices, and then come back to me. Welcome back. Okay, hopefully you've had an opportunity to describe these 2 shapes. So let's just remind ourselves we've got our rectangle and we've got our square. So how did you describe them? What are the similarities and differences between these 2 shapes? Let's start by counting the sides and vertices on our rectangle. So I'm just going to count the sides. So we've got 1 side, 2 sides, 3 sides, 4 sides. Now let's count the vertices. 1 vertice, 2 vertices, 3 vertices, 4 vertices. So a rectangle has 4 sides and 4 vertices. What about our square? 1 side, 2 sides, 3 sides, 4 sides, and vertices. 1 vertice, 2 vertices, 3 vertices, 4 vertices. Okay, so we've got quite a few similarities there, haven't we? So the rectangle and the square both have 4 sides and 4 vertices. But what makes a rectangle different? Well done if you spotted that the 2 opposite sides of a rectangle match, but one set of sides are long and one set of sides are short. So a rectangle here has 2 long sides and 2 short sides, whereas our square has 4 equal sides. Now, both of these shapes are called quadrilaterals, and we've come across that word before, haven't we? So that's becoming more familiar to you. But did you know that a square is actually a special type of rectangle? A rectangle is a square when all the sides are the same length. So there we go. Hopefully you've learned something new about squares and rectangles today. So let's carry on with the next part of our learning. Okay, so your special task today is to either use the shape sheet that has been sent to you, or you could draw your own 2D shapes. Then we would like you to name them and describe them. So I've just realised there's a spelling mistake on there, sorry. Oops. So I've just given you an example here. I've drawn a pentagon here, or you could cut your pentagon out and stick it on your piece of paper. I then want you to write the name of the shape, and we sent you a shape mat with the words on so you can spell them correctly. And then you want you to tell me about how many sides and how many vertices that shape has. So I've got a pentagon, 5 straight sides, 5 vertices. And we'd like you to try and describe at least 6 shapes. So you've got a nice range there. Once you've done that, there's a couple of extra challenges for you. The first one is to go on a 2D shape hunt around your house and write down what you find. And the second one is to have a go at this rectangle challenge. We've sent this out to you. You've got to see how many rectangles you can find in the shape and how many of the rectangles are differently shaped. So another challenge for you to complete. So enjoy your maths learning for today. Enjoy describing all those shapes, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow for more fun with our 2D shapes. Have a good day, and I'll speak to you soon. Take care now. Bye-bye.